Hey there, welcome back to another Pokemon Go video. I'm yet again in my car because I love recording my car. Anyways, this is my top 25 Pokemon of all time in Pokemon Go. These are only the Pokemon that are released. So even like Mega Mewtwo, not in it yet, but I'm sure that will be sick. So this is just my personal list. All of this is just my opinion. So you have no reason to agree with me, but this is my top 25 Pokemon of all time in Pokemon Go, and I guarantee you'll find something on this list that you agree with. So let's get into it. The metrics you'll see soon, but basically megas, shinies, when they got released, what event they got released, like all of that stuff I'm totally keeping in mind when I'm thinking of these. Also, I have personal bias. Some of the games I grew up playing, like Pokemon Black and White, are obviously going to be more prevalent in this video than like Pokemon Platinum I just missed, basically. So, starting in at number 1, it is pretty classic. It's Charizard. So Charizard is a number 1 for me because it's a Gen 1 starter. They get a lot of attention. They have a Mega, they have a Gigantamax, they have Shinies, they have all the crazy stuff that you get and costumes. So sometimes I'll keep into account the whole line. I don't have 2 Pokemon from the same evolution line in this video, but if you look at like a Pokemon like Charmeleon here, it's got a background, it's got a Dynamax, like some of my top Pokemon here, I've got a Hundo, Max, Best Buddy, Mega, Charizard. It is just such a cool Pokemon. I don't think anybody hates Charizard unless you lose to it all the time in competitive play or something. But Charizard is such a great mon to have on your team. It's always fun to use. Dynamax, it's always cool. But like if there's an event and there's a costume, it's like a decent chance that it's a Kanto starter or Pikachu. So yeah, Charizard is number 1 on this list. They're not ranked in any order, by the way. It's just my personal top 25. But man, Charizard is a beauty. Number 2, this is actually my all-time favorite Pokemon. It's Ludicolo. So Ludicolo is just such a fun-looking guy. I mean, look at it. I guess it's always technically female, so girl. But Ludicolo is just such a fun mon. I feel like nobody hates Ludicolo either. The Shiny's also sick. I don't know if I love the Final Evolution Shiny. It's kind of cool. But like Shiny Lotad is pretty cool. Shiny Lombre is cool. It's just a fun Pokemon to see and catch. I feel like it always comes up like once a year in some kind of event for like the Water Festival. But yeah, Ludicolo is number 2. Number 3, bit of a hot take. It's my favorite mythical, and it's Volcanion. So Volcanion's a Pokemon that I believe you can only get one of, although I hope that they can release his shiny in the future. They just released it into Pokemon Home, and it's like a golden shiny. But Volcanion is a pretty cool Pokemon. It's just underutilized, under-talked about. It's a fire or water-fire type. Sorry, fire-water type. And I just think that's so cool. He's a cool-looking dude. He's got like that mythical aura. You can tell he's rare. Like, I don't know. It's my personal favorite, and it's my favorite mythical. So I thought I'd add it on this list. Speaking of exclusives and mythicals, I have Melmetal. So Melmetal is a Pokemon that is only in Pokemon Go. So if you don't know, Melmetal was released and Meltan were released into Pokemon Go as just new Pokemon in Pokemon Go. It was kind of a big deal, and it still is. So if you want to like complete your Pokédex in Pokemon Home and catch every Pokemon ever, you have to get a Meltan or a Melmetal. I wouldn't be surprised if Gen 10 Pokemon Winds and Waves actually gets Meltan and Melmetal. But as of right now, it's a Pokemon that's only available as of this game, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I have a few here. You catch a lot of them if you do the Meltan boxes. You won't have a problem. You see I've got like almost 4,000 candy and 2,000 XL candy. It's not that hard to get. But recently I did an event and I got a bunch of shinies of them. But Melmetal just has that aura. Like, you can tell it's exclusive and rare too, and it's even more exclusive knowing that you can't get it in any other game, even a main series game. Next up is a classic mon. It is Gardevoir. So Gardevoir is a pretty impressive Pokemon just because of its like psychic damage. I have a Psychic Fairy Gardevoir here that is a Shadow Hundo mon. That's my only Shadow Hundo, so I maxed it out. I gave it Confusion and Psychic. But Gardevoir is just one of those Pokemon you'll see all the time in Calm Days with Ralts. Like the shiny is cool. Let's see, shiny Gardevoir here. Also just like an iconic Pokemon. I feel like everybody loves Gardevoir. It's my favorite in terms of like a Calm Day. I just feel like I had a good memory with the Calm Day, or there's probably a Calm Day Classic now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, Gardevoir I feel like always depend on to get some solid psychic damage, even if it's not the top attacker. Number 6, This is where the black and white bias comes in. If you've ever played the black and white games, you will come across Timber and actually Conkeldurr. So Conkeldurr is a fighting type, pure fighting, and it actually is just kind of a cool looking guy, and that's the only reason I have him on here. I have like this shiny 98%, that's pretty cool. But Conkeldurr is just like, I feel like a pretty menacing mon, and it just doesn't get talked about enough. Timber's cool, like Timber's a fun design. I like how like when they evolve, they carry like bigger and bigger objects. So like Conkeldurr is carrying like cement cinders, you know? That's pretty cool. That's all I have to say about Conkeldurr. It's probably going to be one of my shorter ones, but coming up next is Pancham. So I'm choosing to do the smaller evolution on this one just because I think it looks better than the Pangoro, even though Pangoro looks fine. But Pancham is fun. You mostly hatch it from eggs. That one was field research. Usually I feel like I get it from eggs. Yeah, like a 12K egg. Like some of my best ones were hatched shinies. But yeah, Pancham I think is a fun mon because it is somewhat exclusive. I don't think it's had a calm day or anything, so you had to get it during like a hatch day or something, or you just hatched it randomly. It is pretty hard to get otherwise. I'm impressed I have 2 shinies because I don't think I've caught a whole lot of them. I guess I've got 890 candy, but I think that's just mostly from hatching, and you can only evolve it from actually catching dark type Pokemon, so it's kind of exclusive that way as well. Coming up next on this list, another Gen 5 Pokemon, it is Emboar. So Emboar, gosh, look at that shiny. I cannot wait until Emboar gets its Mega. If you don't know, Emboar has a Mega in Legends ZA, and so I think Emboar will have a Mega in Pokemon Go probably in the next year or 2. I know it sounds like a long time, but when you play this game for 10 years now, like you just know to wait on things. So I've got a Hundo here. I best buddied it. Emboar is my favorite starter Pokemon, but there are some other ones in this video. But Emboar is just such a fun big hog. He's just such a like menacing presence too. I save my Tepics just to like keep them around. I have a couple special background ones I guess as well. But look at that shiny. You can't tell me that's not a sick shiny. Emboar, best starter Pokemon. You can talk to a wall. Next up, so this one's actually more iconic in terms of the scope of the game. If you remember, Generation 2 came out, and there was one Pokemon that was so annoying to see in a gym, and it still is today. Blissey. So if you've ever faced like a Blissey in a gym, it is such a headache. So like this Blissey here, 424 health. I could probably even do some more powering up here. 424 health, and that thing is just so annoying to deal with. I think what makes Blissey special is that it's not actually like that good of a mon unless you use it for like soaking up damage. I think Blissey is such a fun mon to put into a gym because you know somebody else is going to get a headache dealing with it. I was lucky enough to get myself a Hundo. I've also got some shinies. I got like a shiny Dynamax here that I'm pretty proud of. But yeah, if you're looking for giving somebody else a headache, you have to use Blissey. Speaking of iconic, when the game first came out, nobody loved Vaporeon more than me. This thing is such a fun mon. This one's from 2016. It looks like I've had it traded to me from 2016. I just love Vaporeon. Vaporeon's a cool mon because it's iconic in Pokemon Go lore. If you don't know, when the game came out in 2016, everybody was catching an Eevee and getting enough candies and praying for a Vaporeon. Because if you got a Jolteon or a Flareon, it was like, oh, the CP is not going to be as high. So like this one from 2016, I've probably done nothing to it. I don't think I powered it up at all or anything. It is 3000 CP, and it still holds up today. I'm sure people still use Vaporeon all the time. I have show evolution line, so I don't only have Vaporeon in here, but yeah, I guess honorable mention to all the Eevee lines. There's some cool ones in here. Let's see, I probably have a shiny Vaporeon here somewhere. I think I just passed it. Yeah, decent shiny, not crazy, not bad. Moving on though, speaking of Generation 1 and iconic for the game, Articuno. So Articuno, for 2 reasons. Lately, I'll start with the daily adventure incense. If you get a Galarian Articuno, it's a big deal. So this one I actually had to use my Master Ball on. I've been saving my Master Balls for the next 2 Galarian birds I find, but Galarian birds are a big deal in this game, and I don't think a lot of people know about them or definitely don't have them. So Galarian birds are very rare. I catch them pretty much never. I think I've got like 2 maybe in my account because I just like Go Plus a lot when I'm on a walk. But Vaporeon here, or sorry, not Vaporeon, Articuno here, Very cool. And then if you think about like the first raids, I think the legendary birds were like the first raids to really come out. Maybe Lugia was also in there, but like this is a shiny one I have from 2018, and I don't remember legendaries being around too much sooner than 2018. So yeah, shiny Articuno here. I've got some other ones. Let's see, what's my oldest Articuno? 2018. Yeah, June 2018. I'm sure this was when raids were starting. I don't even know the location. But yeah, that's Articuno for you. Very iconic mon. Next up is going to be another mythical, if I can type it right, Zarude. So Zarude is a Pokemon that just does not get enough love. People don't know about Zarude. They made one movie about it, and I don't know if it's really appeared much, or and I would love to be able to like power my guy up more. Like I wonder how much. Let's see, it can get up to 4,200 CP. That's kind of wild, isn't it? That's a lot of CP. But yeah, it's a dark grass type, kind of a cool typing for a mythical. And if you just look at him, he's got swagger. That's all I'm going to say. I think he's underrated, and I wanted to put him on this list so he got mentioned. But this one's iconic. Gyarados. Gyarados is the first shiny Pokemon that became available in the game, and just recently I completed my evolution line. I don't know why it took me so long to get 2 shiny Magikarps. I got plenty of candy. But yeah, if you see a Gyarados in the wild, it is a big deal. It takes 400 candy to evolve a Gyarados. It was the first 400 candy evolution. People were always struggling to get Gyarados, and if it spawned in the wild, it was a big deal. I actually just saw one in the wild like maybe 2 days ago. Oh, it was a research breakthrough. But I got myself a Hundo here, and I want to power that up some more. This is just me spending my Stardust, I guess. But yeah, Gyarados is such a crazy, like, I feel like experience, because you have to catch over and over and over again, and you have to pick a good Magikarp. You can't just pick the highest CP one, because then like you're missing out. Like, it's worth powering up. So yeah, that's Gyarados for you. Next up, another iconic mon, Tyranitar. I personally save up my Tyranitars. This one I caught during Go Wild. Tyranitar is a heavy hitter. If you have a Tyranitar, you know, Mega Evolve that thing and it will be so useful. So this one's a Hundo I've used. It's best buddy. It's Mega'd for me. If you teach it Bite and Crunch, it will just melt anything it's super effective against. If you have a Tyranitar, you know you're gonna like depend on it. And not to mention, it's kind of nice that it just sticks out in your top Pokemon list. Like, I just have Tyranitars lying around because of how strong they are. Next up, you just saw it actually in my top Pokemon. How do you spell Salamence? Salamence! This is one I just got a Hundo of, and it's got a very iconic shiny. This one's appeared as a Calm Day shiny, and probably a Calm Day Classic shiny, which means that they brought it back. But Bagon and Shelgon and Salamence are so good. I think that if you have a Salamence, you never look back. This one's maxed out level 50, and it just is so scary looking. 4239 for this guy, maxed out. And I want to Mega Evolve it. I just don't have enough Mega Candies. I gotta wait for the next event, I guess. But yeah, Salamence fits in with Tyranitar in that pseudo-legendary, just actually explosive. Like, if you have a Salamence on your party, like, you're gonna be fine, unless it's like you're gonna get killed by an ice type or something. Next up, speaking of big dogs, Groudon. Groudon is, of course, going to be on this list. I didn't put Kyogre, but Kyogre, honorable mention. So what Groudon does is it can have a primal form. So I've got this best buddy guy named Sandman. And if you do the primal, I made a video about this, but if you do the primal, it will have 3 types that it's giving you extra catch candy and XP for. That's going to be fire, ground, and grass typing. And just in general, such a heavy hitter. 5106, that'll probably be my top CP of the video. That guy is a unit. I've caught quite a few of them over the years. I don't even spend money on the game, so for me to have this many of one legendary is pretty good. Speaking of legendaries, Solgaleo, or Solgaleo, I don't know. I think it's based on Galeo, so I'll say Solgaleo. But Solgaleo is a Gen 7 legendary, and so I think people overlook it sometimes. But there's definitely Pokemon power creep. I don't know if you've noticed, but like Gen 1 was pretty strong, Gen 2, Gen 3. But as generations have gone on, there's more and more legendaries, right? You're trying to sell games, you're trying to get people excited. And so when they do that, there's just a higher power creep. And so then Pokemon like Solgaleo, people forget about, or Zacian and Zamazenta maybe get more love, but they hit hard. Solgaleo is a Psychic Steel type. This one I probably have not done a good moveset with. But I just think that the story is so cool with Cosmog and Cosmoem. The way that you got them, like I think I've traded these. Yeah, I've traded these from other games or other accounts because I just wanted more. But Solgaleo is a fun looking guy. Look at, he's just a tiger that's like represents the sun. It reminds me of, I've been reading, listening to Narnia on audiobook, and it reminds me of like Aslan, that big strong tiger that like saves the day. Solgaleo is totally that. I want to max this guy out someday, or at least get one that's better. This one's not very good. But yeah, iconic for sure, and cool looking, mostly cool looking. So this next one is maybe more of a personal bias. Every year Halloween rolls around, and I always look forward to this one Pokemon, and that is Pumpkaboo. So Pumpkaboo is the earlier evolution of Gourgeist. And so Pumpkaboo actually is a trade evolution. So I stock up on trade evolutions. I don't know if this is legal, I'm allowed to say, but I have a second account, so I'll catch Pokemon in the second account, like that Cosmoem, and trade them to myself and evolve the Pumpkaboo on somebody on that other profile, because I just think it's like a waste to like just transfer them. So you can see I've got like 37 Pumpkaboo candy, and that's just because I trade them off. This one happened to be a hundo. I just caught it myself. Maybe I'll power this guy up. This whole video is just going to be me blowing my Stardust. But yeah, Pumpkaboo is a really fun thing. I love that time of year. It's fun to have out around Halloween. Did I just max him out? Nice. Well, he's level 50 now. But Pumpkaboo is a scary Halloween, but also fun, like, time of year, I feel like. And so when I have Pumpkaboo in my boxes, I know I gotta trade them and get rid of them. But this one I even have Best Buddy 3-star shiny. Pretty sweet. I bet I have a costume in here as well. I feel like quite a few costume ones like that lie around. Yeah, the little bow tie. Does this one have a little bow tie? No little bow tie for the shiny. But yeah, that's all I have to say about Pumpkaboo. Trade evolution. Keep your Pumpkaboo. This one's also a personal bias. Mantine. Mantine is a Gen 2 mon, I believe. And so when Mantine came out, I thought it was good because it looked cool. But it's not. I mean, it's cool, but it just does nothing. I mean, it really does. I think I just like it because it's a manta ray. It reminds me of Finding Nemo. The school bus guy is like, hey kids, hop on. But that's all I gotta say. It's got a baby. I obviously have not kept its babies. This one used to be my highest CP, so I named it Mantine. It is not my highest CP anymore. Gosh, I got a 1600. This is the new man. I'll just name him Man. But yeah, I got 2 shinies. It's a cool looking shiny. I want more of these. I'd collect these. Next up, number 20, Slacking. Anytime I don't have a Pokemon Omega evolved, Slacking is my top dog. It is so hilarious because everybody hates it because it just takes up your top slots unless you've got, I don't know, Max Palkia and Dialga or something. But Slacking has a ton of just defense, I think, like HP, like it just exists. So when you throw it in a gym, it doesn't do anything and it won't take out Mons, but it is annoying to take out. Same as Blissey, but I think Blissey's got more going for it than Slacking. But Slacking is just kind of a big loaf. I like to keep my Slack-offs and trade them off. Oh my gosh, I really need to trade some off. But yeah, I mean, if you can power one up, it's kind of fun to just have. It's a novelty. Like this one isn't a hundo, and it's almost 5k CP. I wonder if you can get it to 5,000. It probably just short if this one's 49.55. But there are also some costume ones. This guy's got a little sideways hat. Yeah, Slacking's on there because he's a real dude. Next up, another first level evolution is Sneasel. So Sneasel gets on this board because it's got a few different costumes, a few different forms. It just is a diverse Pokemon for being a random guy, I think. So if you look at Sneasel, Sneasel is just kind of a, let me find, I don't even have any basic Sneasels. But Sneasel is a tough, cool dude. I'm running out of vocab here. But the shiny's pink and like yellow, pink and gold. Tell me that's not awesome. I've got a shiny Weavile here. The shiny Weavile is just a little bit darker pink and a little bit yellower gold. But still, I mean, I collect them. I got some hundos, I got some shinies, and then you have Sneasler and Sneasel from, let's see, from the Legends Arceus games. They're pretty cool. I think that Sneasel and Sneasler are a little bit overlooked just because they're newer. I'm pretty sure Sneasler is good in competitive play though. But yeah, that's all I have to say about Sneasel and Weavile. I've just wanted to add them in there because I like the shinies a lot and I feel like they're slept on. Next up, I think this would be on anybody's list, Pikachu. Pikachu has been in this game since the beginning. If you started a new account, there was like a thing, it's still in the game. If you run away from the Kanto trio like enough times, I think it's 3 times, on the 4th time, Pikachu spawns. And so it's a little like intentional game design there. But Pikachu is very similar to Charizard. It's got shinies and costumes and megas and Gigantamax and Z Crystal moves or whatever. They haven't even added Z Crystals yet, but I'm telling you, it is a big deal mon for anybody who's trying to collect. I've even got Pichus here. I've got pretty much every costume. The only costumes I don't have are ones that I've accidentally transferred over the years. I really have a lot of different costume Pikachu. So much so that I need to just transfer them because I don't want to keep them anymore. Like, why do I have 2 of these? I don't know. But yeah, Pikachu is great because it is a fun mon to collect. Like, this one is a Dynamax shiny Pikachu. I'm never going to transfer that. That's sick. If I go to the top here, I have some like costume Raichu. This one's from 2018. I have like a costume shiny Witch. Witch, sunglasses, hats, all kinds of stuff. And then not to mention a Alolan Raichu and the surfboard. There's just so many different forms. I could spend all day talking about all my different Pikachus, and maybe I do it in a different video. But yeah, I mean, this is just the ultimate collect 'em all mon. Next up, Party Wiener Wurmple. I think technically Party Wiener is supposed to be, it's from like a Smosh skit. I think it's supposed to be Weedle, but I'm doing it Wurmple. So Wurmple is a mon that just got a lot of love from the Pokemon Go team at Niantic. They loved putting little hats on Wurmple. I think there's a cowboy hat Wurmple that I don't have. I wish I would have had it. I just think it was in raids and I didn't do raids for it. But shiny Wurmple's cool. It's a little purple. This one is a party hat. I'm keeping these for the end of time. And then it has 2 different evolutions, Dustox or Beautifly. And so it's a fun mention, a good mon. Next up, this is my little brother's favorite mon. He's probably not watching this video, but if you are, here you go, Greninja. Greninja is awesome. Greninja is a ninja frog. Come on now. So Greninja in Pokemon Go has had a calm day, and that shiny is perfect. I couldn't think of a better shiny for a perfect mon like this. His tongue is a scarf. There's like a little blue highlight at top. There's a dark red tongue, and then just like little knee pad, arm pad things that are like a light blue. Such an amazing decision from Pokemon, like to have a shiny that's that cool. It's got a unique move. Does it even exist? Yeah, Water Shuriken in Pokemon Go. I've gotten quite a few of these guys over the years, and they also do costume Froakies. So like there's a witch costume Froakie. I want to say there's some more, maybe just witch costume, but yeah, Froakie is a great little shiny, but then Greninja just puts the Spider-Man touch on top. Greninja number 24. Last one of the video. If you love Jurassic Park, you love dinosaurs, I love Tyrantrum. So Tyrantrum is a fossil dinosaur beast. This one I named Ark after Ark Survival Evolved, if you've ever played that game. But definitely needed to make the list. I just didn't know where to put it. Tyrantrum is the best possible fossil Pokemon in terms of looks. That's all I care about. He's part of something I like to call the Dream Team, which is just like my favorite Pokemon and their variants. But yeah, Tyrantrum I love seeing in the wild. I mean, more so Tyrant, I guess. Seeing Tyrant in the wild is just a cool little dinosaur. Like I always put a pin up. I always catch it and maybe evolve it or trade it. I've got quite a few Tyrantrums here. I wonder if you can probably catch it in the wild, I would assume. But yeah, Tyrantrum is just it was an amazing design. I don't think the stats are anything to write home about, to be honest, but I'm keeping all my Tyrantrum. I love that Pokemon, and I hope you enjoyed the video. That is my top 25 Pokemon of all time. Let's see, I've been Go Plusing here. I don't know if I caught anything. But that was my top 25 Pokemon of all time in Pokemon Go. I hope you watched this video and found something enjoyable about it or found any Pokemon you liked. But thank you for watching. Thank you for spending this 25 minutes with me. This is a longer Pokemon Go video. I hope to make some longer ones in the future. I like to yap. So thank you, and I will see you in the next video.